recap our last session for point of inspiration.
I want to, but I don't know that I can. So I'm gonna have to hand this one off.
I can cover this if no one else feels prepared for that. All right. With your business in Valaki concluded, um, uh, and the the manor of Argynvost fully, I suppose, excavated. Um, After leaving a bit of of good intentions with the remaining undead within the manor of Argynvost. Um, you all quickly and with some good favor of your god, were taken to or returned to Kresk, where you were able once again to collude with the Krezkovs and await Vladimir's arrival. No, Casimir. Who's Vlad? Where did that name come from? Casimir's arrival. The weather began to take a turn. You took the opportunity you had while waiting for Casimir to return to the Abbey of St. Markovia and convince the abbot to prepare in the eventuality that Strahd would not take the favor of Vasilka as he had prepared it. You were able to convince him that that was, in fact, the safest uh, strategy, and with Esmeralda, prepared a trap, a magic circle within the hall, the dining hall of the abbey, and sat and waited. Casimir was able to make it within the day to await with you. You also told everyone who was within your number that should it be the case that they do not feel safe or do not feel that it is wise for them to try to make a stand against Strahd, that they would be permitted safety if they could find it elsewhere. Everyone decided to stay with you. The snow continued to fall, and as it grew dark and late, a carriage, all in black with armored horses pulling, almost invisible in the night, but the sound of the wheels plowing through the snow, alerting you to the arrival of this carriage. The creatures within were two undead soldiers of a kind, a as Tyler described him, I think a creepy footman. I think I also used those descriptors, so that's fine. Uh, and a and the figure of Strad von Zarovich and one of the brides named Anastasia. She was identified to you. There was some pleasantries exchanged in which the abbot invited Strahd uh, into the abbey formally, And through brief exchanges, he politely spoke with you for a brief moment before finally he and Anastasia stepped into the magic circle, which has been lit and is active, and is binding them to the uh, the space they are within. It is just this square that is on the map that they are within. And I presume with the lighting of the runes, the earnestly frightened faces that you see on the two vampire within, we begin. We will take initiative and begin combat. I have everybody else rolled in, so I just need the three of you to roll your initiative as well.
Cue dramatic music. Uh,
Did we have a combat before this, or did we rest? I'm trying to figure out why I'm down 30 hit points.
You should have all your hit points. I believe you
I think I, yeah,
used
I
the
see. I should be down 13, not
yeah
30.
yeah.
What happened here? What did I do? I don't know. Okay. Do I have my tokens? I do. Hell yeah.
Oh, oh, that's not good. Okay,
That is what it is.
yeah. From within the circle, though taken by surprise. Oh, did you already? Were you able to get him in?
Yeah, I
Uh,
just didn't have him highlighted the first time. So
there
he's
we
in
go.
there now.
All right. From within the magic circle, a white and yellow light seeping through the fabric that lies masking it. The two vampire bound, uh, surprised but not stunned, and immediately Anastasia, um, her hands extend to either side of her, and with palms facing the walls, she then clenches them into fists and begins dragging with what appears to be some physical force. The two walls on the north and south walls in two separate places begin to crack and melt as crawling through them, through the stone almost pulled from a new place, there are suddenly, in addition to the other creatures you have seen, summons, conjurations of a kind, um, uh, shorter, about 5 feet tall, with long appendages, double jointed elbows and forearms apiece, each arm ending not in a hand but in a single claw, and stretched faces that jaws are so slack uh, they catch on the neck of them. You find yourselves faced with um, uh, extraplanar entities unidentifiable to you, but horrific and alien in their appearance. I kind of hate that they don't have images on their token, but okay.
Starspawn managers.
Managers.
I'm not super zoomed in, so that's what it looked like at first.
Oh, I forgot to establish. I apologize. I hadn't decided until later in this week. Um, but I thought it would be advantageous for the movement of turns and everything that I have your allies all act on one turn and take like a unified action that would either be like big spell, small damage, like or individual attacks, that sort of thing. Um, I thought that would be easier for everybody, particularly me. But I am going to pull Casimir and Victor from initiative proper, and your allies will act on Esmeralda's turn. All right. Zazarak. That means you are next initiative.
Brother, it
I
looks
rolled a
like
19.
Where did you go?
Oh, I
That's
was
a
not.
good
I
question.
put in the tracker. Oops, my fault.
Okay.
Brother, it looks like the security staff from that Best Buy in the Astral Sea is finally caught up with us. The managers are here. They want that. They want that Beastmaster DVD back.
That's such a weird pull.
I don't know, dude. Like, I haven't been sleeping well either, so who knows what my brain's doing.
I used to fucking love that movie.
Zeldrin lore unlocked. He's become a cleric after a coming to God moment with a Best Buy employee. uh,
Okay. I am going to jump out of my chair and run down here to Rokea and lay my hand on his trident and cast Holy Weapon as a bonus action.
okay.
And then with my action, I will pop on a Twilight Sanctuary.
All right. Will you remain?
1 second, buddy.
Is that where you're staying for your turn?
1 second.
Okay. E-I-E-I-O. Do you want to come sing? Oh, Lord. All right, taking a step back into the fireplace. Okay. And there's not like a. Well, actually, there would be a fire. It's very late at night. Okay. All right. Wow. Holy fuck. Okay. That is nothing to joke. That is okay. Zazarak.
All right. I will use a bonus action to Darth Maul my Sunblade double scimitar. And I will stand up, just take a step sort of around the table. I'm not sure how much movement, so I'll just wait there as I say to them, look, I understand your concern, but given our last visit with Master Tsarevich, we thought a little safety was in order. But if you want to proceed with your conversation with Baron about his invitation, by all means, go ahead. And I think I will risk the attack of opportunity to just sort of come around the table and
Okay.
just make sure they're both in the sunlight from the blade.
Okay. One of these long these long razor claws does scratch out at you with a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That will be 9 points of slashing damage as well as 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Is there any was I don't remember which form of action your blade was, and if you have another to take.
It's a bonus action.
Mhm.
But I am, although putting them in sunlight is still pretty aggressive, I'm actually going to forego my action
Okay.
this time around to see if they actually make an attempt to continue a conversation with the Baron. I want to honor what I promised the Baron, which was we'd give him a shot.
Okay. Very
Um,
well.
I
Mhm.
will telepathically tell Floof to come guard the door.
Oh, okay. Can you see him okay, or do you need me to move him?
No, I can see him. Like
Okay.
I'm just waiting for his turn. Like I just want to,
Fair enough. Yes.
say that
Uh,
I've issued the command on my turn.
okay. All right. The two guards who have been left at the door do absolutely perceive what is happening as threats, um, and each of them, um, yes, each of them, the stave they have in their hands, um, uh, extends with a black gooey bolt of energy towards Zazarak and to Zeldrin. Um, I have a 20 for Zazarak and a 25 to Zeldrin.
Mhm.
I need the both of you to make strength saving throws.
Yeah.
Right. As
Also, because
these.
it may be important shortly. Um,
Mhm.
did I get any temporary HP from the Twilight Sanctuary?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
As this goo crawls over each of you, you can feel it constricting around and attempting to restrain the both of you. You both resist. Zazarak, 14 points of necrotic damage. Zeldrin, 17. Okay. From within the circle, Strahd's face and alarm does begin to subside as he takes a stronger focus. Um, with his turn, he begins to cast a spell. Um, as he begins to cast a spell, the concentration on another spell of his fades. And in the place that you had seen this visage, you now see a much smaller form, as Alter Self falls, in within the heavy furred clothing and the armor Strahd von Zarovich was in. You now see the more lithe and lighter personage, Escher, who you had met before. Who is now in the circle and in that place. Um, and let me just move things around. There you go. with concentration gone so that he can attempt another spell, he is going again to try to cast. Victor is going to counter, which does cancel. You do not see the effects. Actually, you begin to see like the stone in the walls around you again begin to shift and alter your visions some. Pieces of the wall begin to like extricate themselves and almost dance within the visions within your vision, but the spell is canceled. And then it would be Floof's turn.
All right. Floof will run and to use their action to dash, and that puts them right there.
Okay.
And they let out a battle cry of. That's about it.
All right. On your allies' turns, Esmeralda is going to climb over the table and onto this chair here with both weapons drawn. She does not care at this point about negotiations, as do any of your other friends. Casimir and Victor both take light shots to the stone creatures crawling from the walls, and Esmeralda's hatchet and rapier drive through the magic circle and into Anastasia. Her being as close as she is, she has the opportunity to take a bonus action as your fated ally to grant inspiration to one of you, and she is going to give that to Rokea at this moment. And then it is Rokea's turn.
Rokea will. We were like having dinner or something before. Whatever. He will stand up, knock his chair back, pick up the weapon, and just dramatically leap over the table. Right, close the walls up, and I will, as a bonus action. I think I have to do this as a bonus action. I will activate. Yes, Blood Curse of the Muddled Mind. I will go ahead and amplify this. So I need to take 4 points of necrotic damage. Ignore the everything else. This gives her disadvantage on all con saving throws made to maintain concentration until the end of my next turn.
Amplified, it's oh yeah, okay, all right.
It's until the end of my next turn if I amplify. Excuse me, amplify. Otherwise, it's just 1. Excuse me, 1.
Okay, all right.
Now. And then I will get to stabbing because that's what I do.
That first strike will hit.
Okay. So all of this is correct. So that is 30 points of damage total.
Ow.
10 of which is the radiant, 7 is lightning, if that matters.
Okay.
16 is piercing.
All right. Okay.
And second attack. Ooh, there's only a 14 to hit. What's the Bardic Inspiration die?
This is not a Bardic Inspiration. This is a full inspiration point.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and use that. That's the wrong attack. That's a little better.
Oof.
Thanks,
Okay.
Esmeralda. Appreciate you.
Oh,
make sure that that's right.
Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy. those crit dice on the Ride of the Storm and Holy Weapon are, oh boy.
Oh,
I also maxed out weapon damage, so that's 21 plus 39 is 60 points of damage.
okay.
If she's concentrating on anything, that's a DC 30 at disadvantage.
Uh, you know, she's not gonna make that. Okay. Well, that will dispel the summons that she has, as well as one of her limbs. Um, good Christ.
Holy shit, she had a ghost limb that she was concentrating on, and that's savage, Rokea. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Well, anything else for your turn?
No,
That's
that
everything,
was
right?
bonus action. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take an attack of opportunity if I move. No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. I've got to measure a distance.
Try to get around the other side, but I think just
Okay. The creepy footman. Hey, Miles, you going in and touching some bones? You want to see the bones? Sorry, 1 second. Here, I'll put it over here. You can look at the bones. You gotta be gentle. All right. Creepy Footman's turn. He will march his slumped and sagging form closer to all of you. And what?
nothing.
Do you remember this guy?
I remember this token. I don't remember what they do, but I know what this is called.
Okay. 1 second, buddy. He is going to target. This might be. Yeah. Target Rokea with his withering gaze, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. 17.
I
Okay.
believe you're in my aura, so you get a +4.
21.
All
That
right.
feels much better than 17. Not that 17 is bad, just 21.
Also 16 temp HP for Rokea.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Well, that will help significantly as you take 10 points of necrotic damage, which just gets chewed through at Twilight Sanctuary. Great. Well, those things are gone. Okay. Anastasia is not looking very good, and so she is going to attempt to bring herself some strength, and will reach through the magic circle, grabbing at will be Esmeralda.
He has disadvantage on any attacks against any of us outside of the circle.
That is correct. That is still, unfortunately, a 23 to hit. And so, while grappled, you gotta be gentle, buddy. She grabs Esmeralda by the front of her arm or her leathers and drags her close and tears into her, and heals as well. Also, Rokea and Esmeralda, maybe even Zazarak can kind of see a red jewel on a chain that glows around her neck at the start of her turn. Do.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll fix it. And that is Zeldrin's turn next.
Okay. I am going to cast a second level guiding bolt at Escher. 15 to hit.
Okay. A 15 just misses.
Okay.
Bonus action?
No, I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, I'll bonus action use Harness Divine Power to get that spell slot right back.
Okay, sounds good. Zazarak, it is your turn.
All right. Having seen Anastasia heal a little bit, I will say, well, to myself, can't have that, can we? And I will, the bonus action, to cast Spirit Shroud, and then I will close the distance and take a couple swings.
Right.
I do not have it. That's a 15.
15. 15 will miss for
Okay,
her.
the 27 will hit.
That is correct.
That's 32 points of radiant damage, and speed is reduced. Not that that matters, but can't regain hit points until I think the end of their next turn, or the start of my next turn.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Do I have on? All right.
Yeah, and that's it for
The
Zaz.
Great. The undead soldiers will once again exhaust this. Um, these gross, dark blobs. This time aiming for Victor and Rokea. Rokea, could I have a natural 20? Could you please roll me a strength saving throw?
Mm-hmm. I have advantage because Rokea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay.
a 29.
Excellent. You save. You are not restrained. Um, uh, Victor is
This
the.
is what does it feel like? Like, is it
It's
a visible thing or is it
yes, yeah.
okay?
This is like black mass being fired out. It's like I think it's a mechanical reflavoring of like a guiding bolt, but like it's a class feature. Just dark matter beginning to crawl over you and constrict. Um, uh, but you flex it off. You will still take the 45 points of necrotic damage that critical attack hit,
Okay.
and
Rokea narrows his eyes. They turn a little red. He starts eyeing everybody around him.
licking his lips.
We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close.
Okay. Escher does not like where he is, but he can do nothing about what is going on, and will put his hands together and conjure mirror images of himself so that he is harder to target. That'll be the best he can do at this time. Floof doing anything? Ooh, Floof is entering. I see.
Yeah, Floof's charging in, squeezes his way through the door,
Okay.
and yeah, we'll just pounce on this guy and try and bite him.
Okay.
Yeah, Floof, get him.
Oh my god, that will hit. You guys care about this sort of thing? Okay. Resistance to piercing damage.
Yeah, of course.
To be fair, I didn't think that was gonna matter given the kit you guys were rolling with, but I didn't
Right.
think Floof was gonna bite anybody.
Yeah. It's an all-hand situation, Floof. Or pause. Sorry, buddy.
Esmeralda is going to take her turn trying to escape, as will Victor. Casimir will fire another arrow. Let's see those rolls, gentlemen. Shit, Victor. And Esmeralda cannot break the grapple either. Okay. Rokea.
Oi, let go. Going to just keep trying to stab the same target.
Okay.
Where's my attack? Trident. Ooh, I will spend one of my inspiration.
Okay.
It's Esmeralda. She helped me crit last time. Come on. Well, that's only a 16.
That will not get through.
Attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an 18. Wow. Okay.
That one actually also will not hit. She is very strong.
3, 5, and 7. Uh,
Oh, I forgot some things. I'm sorry.
okay.
You go. You finish your thing, and I forgot a passive ability that everyone's gonna have to suffer from.
Okay.
Yep.
I will, as a bonus action, read the opposition. I'm gonna read Escher.
Sweet. Roll me an insight check.
This I can roll an 18 on. My attack rolls. I got the crit. It's fine.
All right. What 3 things do you wish to know about him?
Uh, let's go with his particular goals here.
Okay.
What his personality flaws are, and least favorite thing about Strahd. That's close enough to romantic entanglement, right? He's a consort to Strahd.
He's literally his husband, so yeah. I would hope so. Okay. What he's doing, what his goal is here.
Yeah, why he came here disguised as Strahd.
Quite literally to deceive you.
Yeah, figured. I didn't know if you had something else.
Um,
But it was worth a try.
He has been instructed to come here. Personality flaws include a desire to please and knows that he is fairly low on the totem pole within House Ravenloft. And then finally, least favorite thing about Strahd would probably be in this moment he is understanding that he may have been sent here without regard for his own safety.
Yeah.
Despite what appears to be like this entire field of allies for his disposal, it does not appear to have been significant enough. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That was my bonus action, my action.
Great. All right. Now this is important, and I only remembered because it's his turn up next. he moved forward so that everyone in this space would be within his aura. Every creature who has ended their turn within 30 feet of the creepy footman takes 5 points of necrotic damage, listening to what sounds like a low resonating groan from within this creature. So everybody takes 5 points of necrotic damage because everyone was in that aura. And I don't know why I wasn't just doing that math on my own, guys, in the interim, but I wasn't. Yep. On his turn, he will turn his withering gaze to Zeldrin, and I need Zeldrin to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I
Ouch.
have an inspiration if you'd like to use it.
Okay, you're refusing the inspiration?
Yeah, let's save it for something bigger. I'm doing all right so far.
Okay.
Okay, that is 24 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Um, another con save. 11,
24 by half is 12.
12. Yeah, so that's not good enough. Holy
You do
weapon.
get a +4 on that save.
Am I close enough to you?
You are.
Are
Okay.
you?
15 feet.
Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong aura. I have too many auras going. My
Yeah.
apologies.
There's so much fucking light in this room. Okay.
So yeah, holy
I have-
weapon falls.
I have one inspiration left if you want it, since you're using it on me.
I have plenty of inspiration.
I mean, sure, I'll roll one more.
Great. Why don't you keep yours, Ted, since I've got a fistful.
Okay, cool.
Okay. On that save being made, all right. Let's see. We have then Anastasia, who is going to drag Esmeralda. This will provoke opportunity attacks, but she is just dragging her back, trying to move as far away from the source of the light as she can, but
Come
that's
on,
not
Trident,
like
save
super
our
useful.
friend. God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. I will use my inspiration here.
Okay.
I'm going to save Esmeralda from being dragged off by a vampire. No, I'm not. Holy shit.
The 20 will hit.
Okay. Can I use a divine smite on a reaction attack?
Pretty sure you can.
I think the answer is yes, but we should definitely verify that.
Divine Smite. When you hit a creature with a melee attack.
There you
Yeah,
go.
That'll do it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you're spending slots, so there's no reason to like keep you that limited.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is not great.
Oh, okay. You.
Oh, 35 points of damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not
That's
nothing.
radiant damage.
You do see the red crystal around her neck does not change in color, does not light as it did before, and she is going to continue like her biting and attack on Esmeralda, but it is the case that claws and teeth are the only weapons she has against her at this moment. Um, there is no life drain. You're seeing blood being let, but but Anastasia is not regaining health by by draining. Let's see. Okay.
How is Esmeralda looking?
Um, not quite bloodied, but she and Victor have both taken some solid, like have taken some hits in this fight so far. Then it is Zeldrin's turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, oh, that wasn't her turn. Never mind. Yes, Zeldrin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna summon a second level spiritual weapon over here next to Escher. Well, here.
Okay.
And I will use it to attack uh her Anastasia, I think.
A 19 will hit.
11 force damage.
Right. 11 points of force damage, and her form crumples. Esmeralda is released, and a pile of red robes lays within the magic circle.
Do we like recognize like what type of creature she is, like what that was? Like is that a vampire? Is there now mist there? Like
There is no mist. She sort of has fallen in like an ashen form, like into the clothes. Not in the same way that you've seen others fall yet. Often they take a full body form. I would allow for either Arcana or Nature checks from everybody to kind of determine what may have just happened because it was different than what you've usually seen.
Is it a
It is an undead thing.
fiend undead? Okay.
Yes.
Arcana and nature are
Whoa.
identical.
Oh.
Oh no.
That seems on brand.
Hell yeah, I managed to hit a 10 on a D20. We're getting there, folks.
Woohoo!
We're getting there. That was with the advantage. Of that, it would have been
Oh,
a 3.
yeah. Arium, it is possible that there was an attempt of some kind of either transformation or teleportation or something, but the magic circle is putting in its work right now. So there's no body to be seen, but there's nothing else either.
Got it.
Yep. Any actions for you,
Yeah.
Zeldrin?
I will Sacred Flame on Escher.
Okay.
The Blessed Strike.
Okay. Whoa, that was a dumb reason to roll a nat 20. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I roll damage anyways.
Okay. I'd much rather use a nat 20 on something much more interesting than on dex saves. I need you at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Right. The open door behind or ahead of all of you, blowing in cold, wintry air and trailing snow and footprints behind the giant space hamster. There is another gust that almost knocks the candles from their candelabras, the fires in the fireplace extinguishes, and a dark, looming creature that now, upon seeing you, could not imagine how it was that you mistook Escher in disguise for this imposing personage, both tall, broad, dripping with noble dignity, and emanating a scalding hatred. Even before, when you had last spoken to him, you can understand now you must have been faced with something not truly this creature, because the depth of the dark red eyes, the shadows that fall from beneath his cloak. This is a different creature, a different being than you had yet seen before. Strad von Zorovich creeps across the threshold and plunges claws into the giant space hamster. God fucking damn it. With a 26 to hit the hamster.
Absolutely not. No, of course it hits you. I mean, come on.
Dealing 28 points, 12
Positive.
points of slashing, 16 points of necrotic damage.
So long, buddy.
Drops in a fading mist. He steps again farther within the room, only just, and the blazing gaze you feel upon you does not waver. He does not blink, and besides that one outreached clawed hand, he makes no other actions at this time. Zazarak, now it is your turn.
I'm gonna step up to this shrieking fool who's driving me crazy and has been causing significant problems, and just take a
Okay.
couple swings.
Okay. All right. And it is undead, and so if you think you've got an extra, if the
Yeah,
extra
it should be
damage
in
is not
there.
over there, yeah,
It should be in there already.
yeah, 24 will also hit. Yep. Okay. Oh, 15. 15 will hit, and whatever damage you do will be enough to cleaves this thing into 3 separate pieces, and it falls with a dry thud onto the stone floor.
Right. And in that case, I will finish my movement. It's 10, 15. Yeah, I'll just right up there. And that'll be it.
All right. Let me just check something. With a legendary action, as you move closer to bring the light of your sword over the face of Strahd, you feel like you blink and he is suddenly beside you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the movement of the air as he had deftly moved, and your hair sort of ruffles and ripples as he is close to you now. But these other guys, on their turn, get 2. Oh, actually, that'd be really cool. Okay. The one nearest to you, this is a ranged attack, so it's at disadvantage. Rolls a 19 to hit you, Zazarak, with his goo blade. That is 17 points of necrotic damage, and I need another strength save against the restrain. Okay, that saves. And the second bolt hits Casimir. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll keep that. All right. Escher on his turn with his form mirrored in in duplicates around him. Disadvantage though he may be, he is going to draw a rapier from within the the cloak of his master that he wears, and also claws at Rokea. Let's see how well those attacks hit. At disadvantage, neither will, but you can see the claws being restrained by the field of light. That would have been a pretty good hit, but nonetheless, Esmeralda no longer grappled, and Victor still fighting against his grapple. God damn it! Okay. Oh, Casimir also has to be. Okay. All right. Casimir and Victor still remain restrained. Esmeralda is going to call out an inspiration to Zazarak and then try to throw her hatchet into Escher. But that does not hit, does not get past his armor. Rokea, you are up. Ooh.
Esmeralda is currently in the circle, right? That basically that square that they are in is where the
Correct, yes.
she should probably step out of that again. And Victor and Casimir are restrained by these things, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. In that case, I will pass by Escher. This will provoke.
Yeah.
I'll get to
He'll miss.
here. And as I am passing him, I will look at Escher and on the verge of bloodlust, just say, "You think if you'd have died first, he'd have bothered to show up?" And then I'm trying to kill this thing.
Ouch.
I am attacking stretchy, grabby caster creature thing with a trident.
Well, I think that hits. Let me. Yeah.
Ooh, not great damage this time. That is 22. 4 of it is lightning, and only 3 of it is radiant, if that matters.
All of it's good.
And I will try again.
Okay.
Come on, damage. There we go. 25.
Okay.
Actually, only 3 points better, but If it somehow feels better.
Okay.
I cannot use read the opposition again. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. On as your turn ends, the eyes of Strahd still, not still like shorter than Rokea is, but still like that that cold glare is still penetrating. Um, as you have gotten closer, another one of those hands, faster than can be seen, um, punches into into you, Rokea, with a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will
It-
be 16 points of slashing damage and 14 points of necrotic damage.
Isn't
Uh,
my turn before his?
This is a legendary action.
yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sorry, you said
Thank you, though.
16?
16 slashing, 14
Okay, so
necrotic.
that's reduced to 8.
Mhm.
And 14 is 22. With that hit, Rokea's eyes just turn red and he is staring at Strahd. We hit half hit points, y'all.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
That's fine. There's only enemies right next to me.
For now.
For now. uh, as he grabs into you, and you can feel your life force being drained just by his touch. You hear the murmur, "He is the ancient, he is the land." And you can feel your blood start to boil and your stomach churn as you and your pupils dilate and you feel that change within you. Then it is Zeldrin's turn.
Okay. My bonus action, the spiritual weapon will attack Escher.
Ouch, yeah.
13 force damage.
Okay.
And start making my way to the other side of the table here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I'm gonna throw a second level guiding bolt at also at Escher. Damn.
Okay. Oh,
Guiding bolt just doesn't like me.
you got to take a. I was gonna make a joke about you making a divination wizard dip, but then I remembered what your int score is.
Yep. And that's it.
Okay. On Strahd's turn, there is going to be a spell being cast. Victor is going to burn some more spell slots in an attempt to prevent whatever that could be from happening. Not a very good time to roll a 9, I think. Right. As fast as lightning as you have seen him move thus far, Strahd's entire form blurs in a mist of black that darts across the room in location after location, striking you and your allies over and over. And you feel the impact Let's see. Oh, good Christ. Let's see. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't be right. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. Never mind. We're fine. um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay. I have a 16 to hit Rokea.
That will miss.
Okay. I have a natural 1 against Casimir. That's pretty good. A 16 that will hit Casimir. A 29 that would hit Zeldrin. And a 24 that hits Zazarak. That means Zeldrin, you take 46 points of force damage. Zaz-
I am going to use my reaction
Mhm.
to rebuke the violent on that.
All right. Great.
So he needs to make a wisdom save, and
hmm
on a failure, he takes all of that as radiant damage, and on a success, he takes half of that as radiant damage.
What
Okay.
was that number again?
46. All right. He will take half.
Mhm.
Great. Okay. Zazarak, you take 23 points of force damage. And Victor goes down. And at the end of this blur and teleportation, let me make sure I do this right. Great. All right. Within 5 feet. We'll end. We will end here. Actually, we're over here. Yeah. Great. I had more summons, but Anastasia did not last very long. But that's fine by me. That's less shit I have to worry about. Zazarak, it is your turn.
All right, I will sort of spin around a little bit after being hit and realizing Rod isn't where he was, and upon locating him, I will.
Are you concentrating?
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
am.
I am. Yeah, you're right. 46. Half of that is 23. I might make it.
You could make that save.
23.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually in
Uh,
pretty good shape because mine was a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, not quite
Oh
as good shape,
Jesus!
but I mean,
But
still
that's still
does it.
safe.
Still saves, yeah.
Right, but oh boy,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
All right.
actually 27 for Zeldrin. I forgot then, because you're next to each other. Oh no, because you weren't next
Not
to
when
each
I
other
got
when
Yeah,
you
hit.
got
yeah.
hit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
My brain caught up there.
Right. So yeah,
Incredible feats of concentration by the both of you.
but by the two dum dums.
All right. Okay, Zaz, you're up.
Yeah, I will try and carve into this guy, and if I remember correctly, I do have inspiration for advantage on my first attack. Of that from Esmeralda.
It's just one you can kind of put in your pocket and use as you
Oh, I
like.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But rules is written. I thought about making
Right.
it more convenient that way, but I didn't want to like
Right.
force your hand like how
Right.
Silvery Barbs kind of can. A 25. Let me check.
Mm-hmm.
That does hit.
Right.
Okay.
Another swing.
Mm-hmm.
One more swing.
15 will miss.
I'll use that inspiration to try that again.
Okay. That will turn that into a hit.
All right, fantastic. And with Spirit Shroud, can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Mm-hmm. Very different in effect than just the radiant preventative regain. Okay. You know, these guys have other features, but I'm actually really loving this goo thing that they're doing because it's really easy for me. Who should we target this time? Esmeralda and Zazarak.
Hey, Goo Boys, good luck dealing with that bloodlust coming your way.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be bad for them in a minute, but they don't fucking
Right.
know that. Okay. 14 on Zazarak, a 24 on Esmeralda. Ouch. Oh, she is not doing great over there. Okay. And Escher is going to take advantage of that. Okay.
Really dumb,
She
and I have
is.
just figured out what the hell the point of that ability is.
What? What?
No, never mind. I was reading. No, carry on.
Oh.
I was reading a truncated version of the rule, and I went and read the full rules, and it still doesn't make any sense. Carry on.
Oh, kick ass. Don't you love that? Escher grabs again at Esmeralda, who is starting to wear down in exhaustion, and gets bitten. Okay.
Esmeralda, the circle's no good if you don't get out of it.
Well, it's her turn now, but she is grappled again, so let's see. I think instead of trying to break, well, she spent the last few times she's been grappled trying to break out. She's just gonna try to hit the pretty boy. And does cut him open a little bit. Casimir, you can spend a moment doing a medicine check, right? Hell yeah. All right. The dark form of Victor collapsed on the ground. You see Casimir duck behind the table and try to resuscitate him. Sweet. He's dead. Well, yeah, he's not dead. He's stable for now.
So, completely opposite thing.
Yep. I was looking at the fact that his HP still said
Mhm.
0 and was kind of laughing about that. Okay. Rokea, you're up.
Well, we're not quite in bloodlust territory because at the start of my turn, before making bloodlust checks, I heal.
Woohoo!
My wounds start to stitch closed, and I heal 5 hit. Which will take me out of bloodlust territory. On the one hand, who does this one that I am next to actually have a grip on?
Esmeralda.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will just keep doing what I've been doing. Doesn't make any sense to walk over there if they both have a grapple. Okay, well. Look, love, you're just gonna die. I'm sorry. I can't. It just isn't working.
You see as she's like fighting against Escher's grasp, she like flips you the bird. 16 will hit.
Oh, 16 does hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Which makes your comment
damage.
even crazier.
I thought it missed. So I was just like, look, I can't do shit over here.
You've got this guy skewered on your trident, and you're looking back at her like, sorry, I just can't do anything about that. Sorry.
Any movement for your turn?
Nope.
Sweet. Strahd's going to take movement then at the end of your turn. We'll.
No, I keep trying to put the 17 under the damage spot instead of the temporary hit point spot.
We'll actually zoom over the table in the room itself to here to Casimir.
That physical movement or
It is so it's legendary action moving up to speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
okay.
Yes.
Just for flavor, I swing out at nothing because by the time I realize it's gone, my reaction's just too slow.
Okay, then it is Zeldrin's turn.
Okay, spiritual weapon will hit Escher.
Sweet.
That's 14. I don't have advantage.
That
doesn't
misses.
miss.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds. So up to 6 creatures within 30 feet. So the 3 of us and the 3 of them. So all of our allies here regain 3d8 plus 5.
Okay.
Just click it. 26.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. Is Rokea in that?
Yes. Yeah. Everybody is. All of
Okay.
our active allies. Well, and Victor. He's not active, but.
Oh, I thought you were. Well, he's not my ally, but.
Also, is Twilight Sanctuary still up?
Yes, it is.
Can I get
Did I miss?
Yeah, which I'm assuming is going to be important on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
no
me
worries.
know if I ever forget it for y'all, because it's so many times around. I should be doing it for the other 3 guys too, but that's so much work. Okay,
All
so
right.
that's it, and then I didn't get my plus 20. Okay, then my own light sanctuary. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, Strahd is going to grasp Casimir by the hair and pull him up, and dealing some damage in that point of contact as well. And as he lifts Casimir up so he can see him, you hear him say, "Pitiful, pitiable elven prince. Your kind. Have you not thought that you have suffered enough to do something so foolish?" And on his turn, his mouth opens and tears into Casimir. You hear the gurgling, spitting, and the cries that are cut short. blood falls and stains the front of his chest, his cloak, and his eyes go dull. And Casimir is then dropped to the ground. And with elven blood across his face, Strahd turns as you have approached Zeldrin towards you. And will take another step in your direction for grabbing out at you as well. You lift your shield just in time, and his claws clatter against the steel. And then it is Zazarak's turn.
Yeah, fun seeing this and seeing him grab for my brother. I'm gonna hop on the table here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And yeah, just come down on him with the
Okay.
scimitar.
26 will hit.
Don't you touch my brother. As I play Divine Smite into that.
Oh,
Ouch. And
the second attack is parried away with just his with the long steel encasings of his claws and the heavy fur cloak he wears. 24. He once again extends his hand, and you feel a thud against something invisible as he casts shield to prevent you from hitting him again.
all right. That's it.
All right.
You want to hit me with those? Oh, there you go. Thank you.
As you come his way and bring the sun sword to him, his expression still cold. He says to you in a low voice, "Speak of your brother. You bring my own brother's sword to bear against me. Regret this foolish decision." Got more undead who are going to try to lock you guys down a little bit as well. The one beside you, Rokea, is going to target you. Where did their character sheets go? Oh, there they are. 12 will miss. Damn, I missed that nat 20. And the other will attack Zeldrin with a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
There'll be 13 points of necrotic and another strength save against restrain. Okay, that will also save. Okay. On Escher's turn, he is going to draw himself out of the light and continue his scuffle with Esmeralda. On her turn, she's going to try to break out and get away. And Victor, for his part. Victor, do you got anything? That'd be really stupid to cast Magic Missile at this time, I think. You close by, for whatever use this might be, Victor is going to cast Fly on Zazarak. And then it is Ariam's turn.
Okay, I'll be right there, boys. I just gotta get these things off of. Esmeralda, you good?
She shouts back as she's trying to get this arm from around her neck off.
Okay.
Could be better.
I'm gonna eat the opportunity attack here to walk around.
Let's see. They do have
How
a
bad
25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. How bad is Escher looking anyway? When I get over here.
Okay, you take 11 points of necrotic damage from claws as this thing catches you.
Mhm.
Escher looks pretty good. He's got a red crystal around his neck that is glowing fairly brightly. Um, yeah, he's doing pretty good actually.
All right.
And he's got his teeth in Esmeralda.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with a shove. I think.
Out of this, you are in the circle square.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
shoving Esmeralda. Who are you shoving?
I was trying to shove. I mean, I'd have to shove him out of the circle to get him off of Esmeralda. There is no other way to do this.
Okay.
I don't think you
Um,
can just shove him out.
I don't. Let's find out. Magic circle.
Well,
That's
I mean, it says
a good
can't
question.
willingly
Yeah.
exit the cylinder. So
I guess actually, yeah, I can just shove Esmeralda. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna
All
Sparta
right.
kick Esmeralda back onto the table.
Look, you were helpful before, but now you're just being a distraction. I guess. Yeah. 26.
Okay, great. She's booted.
You put the damn circle on the ground. Stay out of the fucking thing. This is what happens. And then I will eat another attack of opportunity. Just going over here.
Sweet.
You pretty boy. Stay here until you die.
Yeah, disadvantage. He misses.
I'm gonna go kill your men, so you don't have to wonder if you die if he'll even miss you. And I will take my second attack against Strahd.
Okay. 21 does not hit. He has shield up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize he had shield.
Yeah, that's a new development.
Anyway, that's it.
Okay, great. At the end of your
I will
turn.
take those hit points.
At the end of your turn. Yeah, let's hit. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hit. Yeah. Zazarak, I have a 30 to hit you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that will be 12 points of slashing damage and 19 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And that's the end of legendary action. Zeldrin, you are up.
I'm done on 5th. I'm done on 4th. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm going to move spiritual weapon up here and have it attack. Yeah, that's a miss. And then I'm going to do a sacred flame on Strahd.
Okay. Do, do,
Uh,
do, 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 do.
straight.
Oh wow, he did not do so. That's fucking sad. He failed that save, and that's not worth burning a legendary resistance on, I think.
No, I think it's a great time to burn a legendary resistance.
Okay. Any movement from you?
No.
Great. All right. What to do? What to do? What to do? We're going to attack Zeldrin again, and instead of the claws dealing damage, he is going to grab you,
Mm-hmm.
and then he is going to well, yeah, I'm already committing to this. He's going to drag you back. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he's going to take you all the way back here. This does provoke opportunity attacks. This movement does.
Mm-hmm.
The 20 will only just hit. Okay. Once he has drawn you back, Zeldrin, and behind his entourage, that is when he sinks his teeth into you with a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That will be 13 points of piercing damage and 10? Wow, okay. Yeah, it was just a shitty roll. 10 points of necrotic damage.
He was hit with the Spirit Shrouds last turn, so he can't recover any hit points until the start of my next turn.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I am now realizing I might have been neglecting to mention, but with this necrotic damage from the vampires, the max hit points is reduced by the 10.
What if I only took 6 to my hit points, though?
We had this conversation
yeah.
before, and I believe that we determined that the necrotic still hits your hit pool. It's the piercing damage that is affected by the temp HP. Does that sound right to people? Let me check my notes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the official ruling is, but I think that is the simplest way to deal with the problem.
I mean,
Because
that's what we decided whenever it came to the Blood Hunter activating the right. Like,
Yeah. I think that is what we decided. I can't believe I didn't write it down. That's the whole purpose. I keep notes. But I believe that is what we had decided.
right, so going forward
Mhm.
in fights with vampires, any necrotic damage we take, it just bypasses temp hit points altogether.
Yeah. The temp hit points helps against the
Yes and no. The damage will
I
still
think
ping off of your
that's
temp
right.
hit points,
Mhm.
but your maximum actual hit points are still reduced. So if like the fight
That's
is
what it
going
was.
along and you've taken damage but have, because of say Twilight Sanctuary giving you temporary hit
yeah, we
points
had
every
like the
turn.
discussion with
Yeah,
Kate.
but
Yeah.
but the problem with that, right, is let's say my max HP is 100 and I'm at 100.
Yep.
right? If I then take necrotic damage, and let's say I have 10 temp HP,
Mhm.
right? If I then take 5 necrotic damage, right? Well, if it doesn't bypass my temp HP altogether, then I reduce
Yes.
my temp HP by 5, but then my max HP also gets reduced by 5, which means my
Yeah, I
HP
mean, we
goes
had
down to
this.
It
95.
does kind of, yeah.
We
It
we
does
had
kind
this
of double
talk
dip
with
at
Aid
first.
and
Yeah.
decided that the worst outcome was the proper one.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely had spent a good amount of time figuring that one out, and I just didn't write it down, so that's my bad. Sorry.
None of us are at max, so
uh, Zazarak, it is your turn.
How high is the ceiling in this room? And basically, I'm asking. I just want to know if I can fly over these two without.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll just fly over here and take some swings.
it just keeps getting harder and harder to put Dawn on this map.
A 28 will hit.
How is my vampire friend looking?
Covered in somebody else's blood.
Yeah, great. Oh, spend
Your
another.
vampire friend over here, he's still trapped, actually.
So yeah, I'll pump another 15 points into that with a divine smite. I'll
Okay.
swing again. That's not going to hit. Swing again, and that's not going to hit. All right, that's all I got.
Okay, great. We are going to target the two farthest away. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, first, we'll take advantage of another legendary action. And using steel claws, try to crush your windpipe, Zeldrin, but you're able to get a grip on his wrist and prevent more punctures through your flesh.
Got a strong neck, that high collar.
Nice.
That's got a strong neck. We'll fire more goo bolts. We'll go. Sweet. All right. 21 to hit Rokea and Esmeralda. I believe both of those are going to hit.
I'm fairly certain my AC is not more than 21. It sure isn't.
Sweet. Strength save against the restrain. Esmeralda saves that time. Kick ass.
Advantage because I'm a shark for 23.
All right, you do save. You'll take 19 points of necrotic damage.
And these are not dropping max hit points, right?
That is correct. That's
Okay.
probably why I forgot about mentioning it earlier, because I've had a lot of undead things on the map, and they're all dealing necrotic damage.
Say, brother, can you hit me with that Twilight Sanctuary number, please?
Tyler's running a parent
No
errand real
worries.
quick.
No worries.
Oh, Escher, you had mirror image up. That should have been helping you out a little bit. Oh, you're fine though. Let's see.
Yeah, hopefully
What would
those
this
mirror
be?
images will keep you company when we kill your daddy.
Just getting dunked on from every angle.
You know what? He's gonna cast Fairy Fire on you. You and Zeldrin make dex saves.
I got an inspiration for you, brother. Ouch.
Oh Lord. All right. Boop. All right. Sweet. Okay, hey, Esmeralda's not restrained. What would be the best use of her time right now?
I'm just kind of curious,
Mhm.
what is the reaction of the abbot and corpse bride during this whole thing?
You know, I'm imagining that he is mostly acting in some form of defense against for her. She is looking deeply disquieted and is sort of humming in distress silently with her mouth closed. Um, and he is using his abilities and power to prevent her from going berserk. I think that is probably the best explanation I can use. Honestly, I will be real. I have considered what he's doing for this encounter for a week, and I only just now had an actual answer, and before it was just like, I'm not gonna care. It doesn't matter.
So I was just curious because I saw the token.
Yeah. Uh, get you 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sweet. She can actually like skirt the rounds of the circle. And get over here well enough. She'll, from where she stands at the table, after having been knocked into it, turn and hurl her hand axe into this this gruesome fella, and then chase after to wrench it free. Um, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a funny, it's a good roll. Okay, and then she is going to offer inspiration to who hasn't had one in a while. Zeldrin, have you gotten one yet? Okay, you get one now. Okay.
Oh, look, he's carrying off my friend. Think you'll make him a new husband? Leave you here. Hoop, hop over the rail. Just stab. I'm gonna keep stabbing Strahd. Hey, you've got enough spouses. Let go of that one. You can't have him.
Let go of the pretty one. 26 will hit.
But he doesn't have a hold. Oh,
25.
Okay.
7 of it is radiant. 3 of it is storm. I don't know if that matters, but you can mouse over. You can see what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
And that'll miss.
yeah. Is that it?
Um, I will as. Oh, I'm sorry, Zeldrin, but I'm going to do this. I will as no action. I will point in the direction of Rahadin one last time, and then I am going to burn a brand of castigation into Strahd.
Okay.
I have your scent now, fucker.
All right. As legendary action, going to.
brother, before this legendary action goes off, might I get those Twilight Sanctuary numbers, please?
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Not that I'm scared of anything.
He gave me 17 before, right? Yeah, I think the 17 up there under my strength save is yours.
Oh, all right, cool.
But if I could have some of that celestial
Oh,
greatness,
there
thank
you go.
you. Oh, that
17 right
feels
for
good.
you. Yeah,
That feels good for the microsecond that they're going to be there.
right.
He is going to once again mystify his form and quickly appear in the corner up here, but within the space on the wall, um, touching the ceiling, his claws like digging into the wood of the rafters and not suspending himself, his feet fairly comfortably like against the wall, like, climbed, scaled, and held in this location. That's the legendary action. Then it is Zeldrin's turn. Actually, I think I want to put him in the other corner. I'm going to put him in the other corner. Boop.
Okay. I am going to Misty Step into this square here. What's the Fairy Fire. Okay. And I'm going to just call to Rokea. Sorry, your weapon's gonna stop glowing. And I'm gonna cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
And need Escher and Strahd to both make con saves.
I am going to attempt to counterspell your spell.
I'm going to attempt to counterspell your counterspell.
Kick ass. Let me. I think I would roll first, and then you would roll if I succeed.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I mean, like Zaz is casting the spell, and so if Zaz succeeds, then you don't need to roll at all. You know, like.
It would. Okay, so under the presumptions that no one knows what level anyone is casting counterspell at, it would still be required. Like if I succeeded in this counterspell, then Zaz would actually need a counter.
Right.
Does that make sense?
If you succeed, then I'd need to counter. If you don't succeed, I still burn the spell slot, but I don't need to cast it. I don't need to roll anything.
So like.
Okay, so Zaz would need to roll
classic
first,
gaming rules. Whenever you pile things on, you start at the end of the chain and work backwards.
Okay. All right.
Well,
like if you know what level you're casting at, and he knows what levels he's casting it at.
I think I'm actually agreeing with Max here, right? That because we don't know what level anybody's rolling at, like if Max makes the counterspell roll, like I'm burning my spell slot regardless. It doesn't make a difference, right? I've already said that I'm casting counterspell, right? So if Max makes the counterspell roll, if he's successful in that, right? Then I need to roll to see if I can counterspell that counterspell.
Yeah.
If Max isn't successful, then I don't need to roll. I just burn the spell slot.
I mean, the opposite is also true. Like, if you succeed, then Max doesn't need to roll, you know? It doesn't matter. I mean...
Okay. Okay. All right, Zazarak, you need to make me a charisma check. Okay. I not even though I know what Sunbeam is, I never upcast to the level that I know you're casting at, you know? Like I will just upcast like 1 or 2 steps depending on severity of the interpretation of the case for the monster. So I still was required to roll. I rolled a 17, but I only casted it as a 4th level slot, which means that the DC 14 Zazarak counters the counter spell, so Sunbeam still falls. Sorry, when I said falls, I meant gravitational.
Happens. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you drop your aura?
It's the same.
What?
Yeah. Sunbeam, a 60-foot long line, so it hits the 2, and then I am holding a mote that shines 30 feet bright sunlight, and then 30 more feet of dim light.
How big? What's the diameter of the beam? Because Strahd is 10 feet off the ground.
It's a 5-foot wide line, so it takes up the whole square, and since Zeldrin's only hitting 2 targets.
Yeah, I only have to go up 1 square, so like it should still hit both of them if he's only up 10 feet.
I mean, theoretically, it shouldn't. As long as he is not 60 feet up, you should be able to hit 2 points with any line, because that's the definition of a line.
It's the definition of a line, yeah.
I think that is correct. I wanted to. I think I had trouble
That's why I
visioning.
stood right
I
next
was
to
thinking of a
Escher.
purely horizontal line, but I understand now. We're good. Okay, all right. So what's the
Constitution,
con
17.
save? All right.
Children, why do all of your spells only go off in 2 dimensions? You know we live in a 3D world, right?
Space is a very strange
Unfathomable.
place, Rokea.
That is kind of a funny like back and forth when it's the non-space person explaining 3D environments,
Right.
but is also the smart one, so it does have to explain 3D environments.
Look, I'm just pointing at Strahd, and I'm crouching, so I get this fucker too.
Yeah. You're doing
Strahd.
brilliant.
Rokea, our
Strahd
alphabet
is.
only has one D.
Strahd will burn a legendary resistance, which means both of them will save.
So they both take 12 radiant damage
Mhm,
and are not blinded.
mhm.
They did have disadvantage, the both of them.
Yes, Escher rolled a 19 and a 17 inexplicably, and Strahd would have failed with the disadvantage, hence the save. Okay. All right. End of your turn. Yeah,
I just need to double check something.
you
did I have-
teleported and then spell. Yep.
Yeah. That's not what I'm double checking.
Sorry, that was me saying it out loud because I was remembering.
Yeah, I think I'm just blurring some of my characters. I was thinking I had something that upped my save DC, but I don't. So yeah.
Okay.
Tip HP.
All right. Da 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 da. Yeah, we'll do this. Shaking off the sudden explosion of brilliant crystalline light, Strahd is going to cast a spell.
For the purposes of like regeneration and stuff, he's still in sunlight.
Yes.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
There's no escaping sunlight in this room for now.
Yeah, for the time being, correct. Okay. Another shot, Vic. Nope, that's nothing. All right. A darting bead of tiny negative energy explodes within the center of your group, including the undead creatures that have been throwing shadow and slime at everybody. I need Rokea, Zeldrin, Zazarak, and Esmeralda to make dexterity saving throws. What is the DC
Rokea, it
on
looks like
this?
you're the only one in my aura.
Yeah. So that is a 22 for me.
For me as well.
Okay. I don't think Esmeralda is going to be as well off. No, not at all. Ugh. This detonation of a high force fireball deals. Come on. A total of 42 points of fire damage, halved to the three of you, and blasting Esmeralda into the steps beside her and knocking her out. And then following this turn, Strahd says, Bev, moments remain. And then he climbs down the wall and puts a foot through the glass of this window and crawls outside.
I mean, did he need to like use an action to break a window or something? I mean,
I mean, I
Yes.
can make him do that if you want to. I was just having him go through the window.
okay. It's
Like,
fine.
yeah, opening doors, opening windows. Just decided to put a foot through it. Zazarak, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna fly out that window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly out that window.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I'll fly to the window now that I see him.
He is. You actually don't see him. He has
Okay, he's
gone.
gone. Okay.
Well, if you're on this side of the wall, you do not see him. If you
Well,
go
then I'll
out,
fly through the window. Yeah.
yeah, you will see that he is nearing. He is still in a climb, but scaling to the parapets of the abbey, which is about 20 feet above this window. I say parapets. This is the bell tower, so he's getting up there.
I'll cast Sacred Flame. Obviously, all that initial stuff is not relevant. That's all the spirit shroud nonsense. And
Okay, the deck save does, or he succeeds on the deck save.
what?
He's actually highly agile.
You're kidding me.
In case you can't tell, the crazy old creature climbing the wall is
All right.
incredibly agile.
Let me check out one thing. Yeah, I'll spend the last 5 feet of my movement to just duck back inside.
Okay.
And yeah, that is it.
Okay. The charred guardian corpses that remain. Uh, um. We'll target Rokea again with just a melee claw attack, but that will miss. And then, who am I not seeing on the map? Who's missing? Oh, person I have advantage against. Ah, he missed. Okay. Escher's still fucking stuck in here. He can't. Sweet. Esmeralda is down. Rokea?
Is
Um,
Victor able to take a turn?
Oh yeah. His token is covered by shit, and I miss him a lot. Let's see. My God, what is he going to do? This'll work. Oh, okay. Actually, he'll take out the with a little firebolt the creature in front of you. Okay.
Oh. Hmm. I will.
Still the other one that has so far has only been struck by a fireball.
Yeah. I will move over to here. Um, you got hurt, Zeldrin. I'll point to Esmeralda. I've got a potion if you're busy.
Yeah, I can spare a word.
Okay. In that case, I will first off shove this thing that I am next to and try to push it away from Esmeralda because she doesn't need to be getting hit while she's unconscious.
All right. You have to beat a 5.
I can't fail because of my god damn it. That's not how I wanted to
It's so
use
late.
a natural 20. Ugh. I'm just gonna shove it back towards the corpse of its friend, like diagonal
Sweet.
over here. Uh, look over at Escher, not even say anything, just sort of laugh and point at the window, and then follow up the shove, and I will hit it with. Actually, I will predatory strike since I.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. 7 plus 2. Yep. No, something is off. Oh, feral might should not be added in there. So it's actually 11. It's 12 slashing and 1 lightning.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. The 11 is correct. The 11 slashing. It's just the 1 lightning. I had feral might in there, which I have baked into predatory slash already.
Okay.
Predatory strike. I mean, and then I will predatory strike as a bonus action. Aha.
Nice.
This time the damage is correct. That is just the lightning up top and the slashing at the bottom.
Okay.
So 11 and 7.
That it?
Oh, yeah. That was my attack and my bonus action.
Okay. Zeldrin, it's your turn.
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
will send just a first level healing word to Esmeralda,
Okay.
and then I will blast the sunbeam at Escher again.
Oh, he did not save that time. Okay.
Just, Iron Man like chest beam just again and again.
Oh, okay. Zazarak?
Let me take a peek. I am going
Take
to
solace that this thing takes 6 seconds to reload.
use 5 feet of movement and look outside again. Do I see Strahd anywhere? Do
No longer.
Okay. So take another 5 feet of movement back in. I'll fly up. Bad day for you, friend. Actually, I probably need to fly around. Where's that sunbeam?
I can. It only happens during my turn. It's not
Okay,
continuous.
fantastic. Yeah, and I will take some swings at our friend here. No, that's no good. Also no good, I presume. Really
Yeah.
bad.
Ooh.
Wow, that's really impressive. That's a 2, a 3, and a 2.
Yeah, it was rough.
Great. I will take an opportunity attack to just fly up out of reach of.
Uh, 27 to hit or 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, he's gonna grapple you instead of dealing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we got one guy left who is currently locked in dire combat with Rokea and unable to penetrate the shark hide. Escher is going to drag you, Zazarak, to over here, and interpose you with your brother. Um, Granted, of course, I understand that shit can happen and all that, but regardless, he is holding you this way, uh, between himself and the sunbeam
Mm-hmm.
before biting into your neck with an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
That'll be 6 points of piercing and 6 points of necrotic.
Okay, and that necrotic does reduce my hit point total. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, things are getting super funky because of weird hit point total.
I was just thinking about your character. Like on paper, probably wouldn't be as messy as it is. Right now, it's probably a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Okay. Esmeralda, regaining consciousness, is going to call, um, uh, going to provide. Oh, actually, no. Strahd is no longer in sight. She can no longer do this. Um, is going to push herself to her feet and chuck her hatchet into Escher again. Before, yeah, then it is Rokea's turn. You see another bolt of fire over your shoulder into the undead creature in front of you from Victor.
Nezarek, you good? And I will claw the thing next to me.
That's it.
And I'll do it again.
Okay.
Nezarek, you good?
Oh, I'm all
Nezarek
good.
getting okay.
I'm all good. Pretty boy's just sad because daddy left.
I'll use my bonus action to attack the same thing then. Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
big brother.
That's it for Rokea.
All right, and it makes Zeldrin's turn.
I need to change my brand of castigation.
I'm over here, keeping out of the circle. Let's see. Yeah. Move this down here and hit him with that right quick. Doesn't hit. And then Sunbeam.
Oh my god, he makes that save again. Jesus.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Zazarak, it is your turn.
I will use a bonus action to Starlight Step out of the circle, and I'll bring the blade down. Basically, trying to hit him in the crown of the head.
That will hit.
Maybe with a new haircut, he'd be more interested. You gotta keep it fresh for him.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, that's that.
Is that total of 30? That's right.
21 and 19 is 40.
Oh, 40. Well, okay. Well, you mentioned his haircut and cleave through his skull. Uh, and in the similar way that you had seen before, the clothing falls into a heap, the crystal pendant clattering to the ground and dimming, um, and no form left to be seen.
Well, there goes my barber's license.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The one remaining undead, they are not intelligent. They are going to continue scrapping against Rokea to no avail. Uh, Esmeralda is going to reach down, pull her bronzed hatchet from the ashes, and chuck it into the undead, and give Rokea the inspiration.
Couldn't do that, I thought, without Strahd around.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I'm trying to remember to do it because I felt like I forgot it several rounds, and then I keep forgetting I can't do it anymore. Thank you. What is your turn?
All right, I will just take the inspiration and go ahead and predatory strike crit. Nope.
Oh.
How amazing would that have been?
Actually, would have been awesome. You do rip this thing's head off of its shoulders, and its bones and armor fall to the floor. And
Give it a sniff. Nope, nope, not even trying it. Just chuck whatever I'm holding down the stairs.
and combat ends.
Right, who's not dead? Sound off. Ooh, Casimir, my bad.
I'm gonna run over to Casimir and revivify.
All right, you can do that.
Yeah, run over, open up the book, and say a quick prayer, and the light like shines down, very parting the clouds and all that stuff.
Yeah, he does awake.
Right, now, who's not dead? Sound off. Welcome back, Casimir. Too soon?
No, I think that was rather timely, actually. Welcome back,
Did you get
Casimir.
a brand on Strahd?
I point. That way.
You find yourself pointing mostly upward,
Oh,
Oh,
but also
motherfucker.
significantly eastward.
Oh, thank God. I mean, damn. We almost had him.
Got scared of a little sunbeam.
I mean, I'm just here radiating sun myself, but okay, whatever. Say, anybody know what these things are? As I'm poking around at the ashes and the pendants.
And we found them on some of the others we've encountered. We haven't been able to properly identify what they are. It's got to have something to do with these two. Them not dying properly.
Hmm. Hold on a second. I'll pull out one of those bits of wood where I've carved the symbol of the Twilight Rider, and I'm going to contact the House of the Crescent Moon and ask. It's not exactly what this is for, but I don't care. I'll
Hmm.
give it a shot anyway. Ask
Hmm.
them if they know anything about these pendants that these vampires out here are wearing.
All right, make me a history check.
I'm gonna burn an inspiration on that. I'm actually
Getting
gonna
warmer.
burn another inspiration on that because trend's going in the right direction. No, it is not. Oh, that's none of that. God damn. I don't know. I don't get good reception, and I gotta remember I should always do this outside. That's my bad. Sorry, everybody. Anybody know what these things are? Fucking piece of wood. Put it back in my back.
Um, Rokea will pick one of them up, turn it over in his hands, uh, dial in the magnifying glass, uh, rub it along the shark nose, getting that uh,
The focal distance
electro
correct.
sense. Like the whole sharks sense electrical
Oh,
fields through their
gotcha.
snoot.
Love it.
I am trying to use grim psychometry.
Woohoo! Make me a history check.
I have advantage because I am touching the object. 24.
Okay. Okay. So it is recall, but I think I'm gonna play it a little bit nice, and Esmeralda is gonna help a little bit with this. She says, I think I recognize this. I mean, they're not cut, but I recognize this crystal. And they are not cut. They are pieces of raw red jewel that are just dangling from metal chains. And she says, I the way it glows, it looks like something in Ravenloft. Um, there's this giant crystalline red glowing thing. I didn't look too closely at it. I was mostly running. But this looks like it's made of the same stuff. It glows the same way, but they do not glow now. I'm going to take this pondering silence as perhaps an ideal moment to propose we take a 15-minute break. aftermath of, well, I can't really call it a bloodbath because many of the creatures that you've killed shed no blood. Though, to be fair, everyone's blood is still all over the floor. Many of you remain living and fine, more or less, but the exhaustion is wearing on all, and open wounds do need tending. What would you all like to do?
I will start dragging the bodies of these gooey things and our moany groany friend outside.
Sweet.
Say, Victor, might you have any magics that might clean up some of this bloody mess, or should I go look for a mop and a bucket?
He nods and he actually does have prestidigitation and goes around twirling his wand over piles of gore and cleaning it away.
I'll take a seat opposite the abbot. So, how are you feeling after witnessing Shroud's subterfuge and subsequent violence?
I am just as disoriented as ever I have been in Barovia. He has a hand clasped over Vasilka's that rests on the table. And he does not appear to be shaking, but both grips look like vices.
What are you gonna do with her now?
Perhaps dispose of her appropriately. If not even my most perfect assemblage is not warranting personal attention, then I have little left in the ways of inspiration.
I'm I'm sorry. Did you say dispose of?
He nods.
But I mean, is Basilga not a living creature?
She is a living creature, but she is merely a construct. She does not eat to survive, thinks not except beyond commands offered to her.
Yeah, I think Sazerac just gets up from the table and like turns his back on the abbot and it's like, okay, well, what's our next move, friends?
Regroup, heal, wait for our friend with the hidden mansion to arrive and bring the fight to Ravenloft, I suppose.
We could try sneaking in, get the. What was it we needed? The head, right, of Argenvost?
That is correct.
Casimir's in need of getting to the crypt. Perhaps we can locate this red crystal, the source of these amulets, and figure out better what it is they're doing and stop whatever that is.
Well, perhaps first order of business is to go back into town, let them know that Master Zarovich is gone, and I'll turn to Rokea. He is gone, correct?
I think so, yeah. Well, I know he's that direction.
Still eastward, which is not in the direction of the city. Or at least not this city.
All right, well,
Hopefully Kresk is still in good enough shape. We, go get a little shut-eye. Colloquially speaking.
mhm.
Well, I guess not for Victor and Esmeralda, but we've, got some figuring out to do.
All right, let's head down to the city, I guess. Abbott, sorry for the mess.
He nods to you, his hand still uh, clasped with Vasilka's.
Anything you need us to do up here before we go down?
I believe you have done enough.
Lunatic says what?
What?
Oh well, it's still funny.
Buddies.
It's okay, buddy. You know, I'm gonna have to get me one of them magnifying glass things. You you could tell what those crystals were as soon as you pulled that thing out. I'm sure that's the only reason I didn't get it.
All right. Well, go to Kresk.
I believe so.
Esmeralda, who's sitting on the stairs, readjusts her prosthetic and pulls herself to her feet. Are we in good enough shape to walk down? It's been snowing.
I'll feel fun. I can carry someone. Might
She
even be able
looks
to
over
carry
at
a couple
Casimir, who
someones.
looks like hell. Casimir now, in addition to the shorn ears on the side of his head, the front of his neck now is a scarred mess of flesh.
Right, avoid statues. Last time we saw someone with those marks near a statue, they just poof vanished.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Arena?
Oh, okay, okay.
Making another very off-color, inappropriate, and definitely still too soon joke.
Well, they throw pawns into that mix too.
Oh, do
The
you think we need to build a temple here before we go about our additional business? Or do you think that can wait?
I think the people of Crest can be patient.
Well, let's hope so.
the six of you begin the difficult trail down the mountain, Esmeralda needing to light her way with a lantern with freezing fingers. The snow now is past the knee for most of you, and climbing down the switchbacks proves to be more difficult. But you take it slow, and as the night continues to pass in darkness, find some of the path tread by the carriage that had climbed its way up. You do, in fact, see the black carriage just outside the abbey gates. No horses to be seen, but can make it back down to the Kreskovich household.
Can I pour over the carriage real quick? Is there anything in it?
Yeah, go for it. You can make me an investigation check.
18.
You do find in there a change of fine, thinner clothes, presumably Escher's, and an instrument of his, as well as a book in Abyssal that is within that is here.
I do not speak Abyssal, but I will put the book very carefully into. Actually, I will just hand it to somebody. Somebody take this. I don't
Victor
know if
grabs
anybody
it.
can read it. Yeah, you might be able to read it. You're weird. Then I will throw Escher's clothes
In a
very,
good way,
very
Victor.
loosely.
He means in a good way.
I will throw Escher's clothes very loosely over my shoulders. I will pick up his instrument and begin to very clumsily play. Oh, I've got issues. My husband doesn't like me, and now I'm dead.
Hey, that's got
You hear some of the Belleviews from within the abbey like howling in response to the echoing sound in the mountains.
Zazarak will do
Thank
his
you.
best to find the beat and clap to it. I imagine there isn't one, and so it's rather
Definitely not.
difficult. Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, I will be here all week, all month, potentially the rest of my life. Who knows?
Oh,
This
so
place is awful.
we plan on staying here for a month or so? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I guess we should build that
Or the
temple
rest
then.
of your life, which could be sooner.
Uh, I will do the like scary monster grabby hand towards Esmeralda. Careful, or I, Escher, will bite you. Nom nom nom.
She pulls back her collar to reveal her open bite wounds.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
think
was
that's
there. I saw it. That's the
I-
joke.
I think that's definitely too soon, Rokea. I mean,
I put the instruments in the clothes bag.
like still actively bleeding.
Yeah, you could just pour salt on me. All right.
I'm not trying to hurt your body, just your feelings. You can you can make it back into the city of Kresk, and to the burgomaster's house, which is locked. There are no lights on, um, as is the case with any of the buildings you come across.
I will knock on the door. Say, just us. The good news is that Strahd is gone. The bad news is that he just took off and went to the east. He's not gone.
You hear uh, hear something heavy being dragged across the ground, kind of small and heavy, um, and you hear Dimitri's voice back. And how do we know that you ain't Strahd in disguise?
Well, I mean, look how many people we got here, and
Ain't
B,
looking could be hypnotizing.
all right, well, if you plan on staying in your house the rest of your life, I guess that's your business, but I can assure you that you have nothing to fear from us. If you look outside your window even slightly, you'll be able to see there's a fair bit of sunlight out here for the time of night that it is, which is not something that Strahd or any of his ilk would be traveling around with or in.
You can make me a persuasion check with advantage. All right. There's some silence for a moment before you hear the locks being drawn and the door open. On the other side is Dimitri in a dressing robe, dragging behind a fairly large wood axe, holding it by its haft, but the blade of it is scraping across the floor.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Can we help you with any of that?
No, make yourselves comfortable. Apologies. I'll be returning to bed. Just make sure you lock before you
Yeah,
turn in,
no apologies necessary. Better safe
and
than
don't let
sorry.
anyone else in.
Understood.
All right. You can all assemble yourselves in. Esmeralda, make sure to lock the doors and keep the curtains drawn. I think some of us are better if we just head to rest.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
she and Victor take the two spare rooms for beds. Casimir sits with his back against the front door and just closes his eyes and quickly falls into a trance. The three of you do anything before your long rest?
I
No.
don't think so. I don't have anything.
All right.
We waiting for Octavian still. She said it'd be a couple days. Am I misremembering?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
all.
a day or two. It's been a day, so.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't need somebody up to wait for. I think we're good. Not likely to show up in the middle of the night.
Great.
All right. If there's nothing else, you can all take your long rest.
For those of us with reduced hit points, does that revert at the end of the long rest?
That is correct.
Okay.
The dawn that follows is gray and cold, and just as before, Dimitri rouses early enough
This
to
one
begin
day
clearing a
of
path
rest.
to the main street.
I said -1 day on my charm of strength,
Yeah.
Yep. And on my glorious beard.
charm of beard.
Esmeralda and Victor both look fairly unwell by the time they have finished their long rest. Casimir looks pretty much as downtrodden as he ever has. um, but it is clear that the night of rest has done everyone good. Things are gauze has been applied appropriately, and despite painful groans of of pain, they all seem to be able to move just fine. No lingering, no more than emotional scarring.
I would like to make an insight check to see how much of that emotional scarring is a result of Rokea's barbs at people.
Yeah, go for
No, I'm just fucking around.
it.
Well,
Real quick clarification: we did take those red gems, right? We didn't just leave those on the floor of the abbey.
oh no, I assumed that you had them. You were the last one looking at them, and that you
Okay.
took them.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay. I forgot I did that. So yes. Okay. We have.
Okay.
I'm curious. Are you wearing them like trophies at this point, or do you just have them tucked in a pack?
No, they are tucked in a pack.
Okay, gotcha.
How many of those have you collected?
3, I think, because we didn't
Okay.
get the one off. She told me her name was Vasilka, but that was not actually her name. Her name was. I have this in my notes.
Oh, the one we at the coffin maker's place.
Yeah. No, Vasilka is the.
Right.
Right.
We just
Her
know
name
it was
is
Vasilka.
Vasily was the one that she said her name was Vasily, but it's Valenta Popovsky.
Hmm.
She had one, but we did not get that because we did not kill her.
Mhm.
But we have the one now from Anastreza, from Escher, and from Ludmila Vilisevic.
Mhm.
So 3.
Yep. So, my plan didn't work. We have any other brighter ideas besides just storming Ravenloft immediately?
Well, before we do that, I think trying to find some more diamonds is necessary. We are out of those now.
Thank you.
Of course, not a second thought. That's what they're for. I think someone said something about a jeweler shop in Valaki. Maybe we can check there.
Yeah, that's where all our money is anyway. Wait, hold on. I
Oh,
took a long rest.
we've got it with us.
Uh, did we not? Oh no, we did. We did quick travel
Yeah.
back here with the Right. Well, perhaps there is a jeweler here we could impose upon, or simply individuals with jewelry we might be able to impose upon.
Yeah, we know we came in, knocked over the only thing that passed is like a holy shrine in town, and dug shit up. Fought a vampire up at the Abbey in here. But now, if you could hand over any family heirlooms you have that are worth like 300 gold, like that'd be awesome.
Well, now to be fair, they don't have to be worth 300 gold. We just need a lot of them, as long as they total 300 gold.
Right, excellent point. And so that way we can spread the pain around to as many people in town as possible.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah,
Yes.
knock
right.
on more doors
Yeah, just
and
Absolutely,
minimize
all
it.
the doors. Look, some of us have in this town have gone toe to toe with Strahd. Some of you have not. So if you would like the potential for this nightmare to end, you can hand over your jewelry. This is not extortion. This is just a need for certain material components, you see? It's so much better.
At this point, Anna Kreskov walks through the kitchen, pauses for a moment to process what you have said, and continues to go and find you food to have for breakfast.
We're not robbing you. We're trying to help you.
You could always ask Vistani as well. There tends to be um, hidden wealth. She puts up air quotes. Esmeralda does. All external trade with the world comes through
Mhm.
Vistani caravan. They tend to have more than they'll. I mean, if you ask, they'll almost certainly, especially if you speak with like Aragol and his kind, um, they'll probably upcharge you, but at least you'll get what you're asking for.
Um, where was it we found Madame Ava's troop again the second time? Perhaps we should revisit and see if there is something further that Madame Ava could provide for us. We have acted upon the majority of the information she has given us, so I suspect not. But so I suspect there is not much more she can tell us, but they may have what we need, and it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think that is wonderful.
Unless we can imagine a place with the that would what you said before, Zeldrin, the last uh, prophecy of Madame Ava on which we have not yet acted. Perhaps it is not something in Castle Zarovich, Castle Ravenloft, whatever the
Ravenloft, yeah.
Ravenloft. Okay,
Heard it's named after his mom, I think.
that is so precious.
I mean, this place was named after his father, King Balrog. And she kind of looks at Victor to kind of confirm. Um, he seems to try to he seems to put on a face of trying to recall, but uh does not seem certain.
Well, I do think checking in with Madame Ava to see if there's any additional guidance is a good idea. I'm also curious, should we try, as you had mentioned, I believe yesterday, Ariam, should we try and consider some plan to go in and get the head of Argynvost so that we might gain more allies for an actual fight? Or is it all just speculation at this point? I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like all we proved yesterday is that we can hold our own and not be slaughtered in the presence of Strahd. It did not give me great confidence that we were anywhere close to subduing it.
I mean, up until
Yes.
yesterday, I was planning on doing a lot of that by myself. So I'm
Yes.
very, very enthusiastic about finding more allies, I think.
I
Well,
think what it comes down to is we can't count on getting Strahd to come to us, or you know being able to trap him again. He knows that's a trick that we've got up our sleeve, if we've even got the materials to do it again. Um, I don't think we're going to get him. The only way we're ending him is by cornering him, and the only place we're doing that is Ravenloft. He seems like a stand your ground law kind of guy.
Casimir nods.
Esmeralda, I think that's a wise lesson and sentiment to take away from yesterday. That certainly doing this on your own would have been a death sentence, and the more allies that we can muster, the greater our chances become. To that end, I think you might want to try and patch things up with your former mentor.
her brow creases, and she says, "Okay, I'm not a big fan of how you turned that one around on me, but you are right."
All right, let's go get a tiger in our tank.
Is that a euphemism? I
Oh no, I was just hoping that someone that also had a tank so that we could have a tank and a tiger. Did I say that out loud? Sometimes I daydream and I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, I appreciate your willingness to potentially patch things up with someone who had wronged you. But all the help we can get. Oh, I'm gonna need to visit Blanksy. I need more hot dog.
You have your friend you mentioned you're waiting for. I could hike out to Valaki and find Van Richten, I guess, in that time.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like two more. I guess then the question is, do we, once we've got them in the fold, we head to Madame Ava and see if she can't point us in the direction of more allies or resources. Does it sound like a plan?
We might as well just all wait here until Octavian gets here, and then go as a group to Valaki. That way we can, you know, see if there's any shops and speak to the Vistani there before we go to Madame Ava.
Fair enough.
I also think it's probably best none of us is wandering alone. I cannot imagine that Prod will take the loss of two of his consorts particularly well. And I think if we are wandering off too far on our own, that does invite, or rather, opportune him the ability to pick us off on our own. We have seen that as sure as we can put up a fight as a group, one on one, I am not confident in anyone's ability to survive a fight with the Lord of the Realm.
And we'll be able to transport as many people as we collect.
We'll be able to travel with Octavian included into our group, but I think that will be the cap of it.
Well, that would simply force us all to actually make the full trek. We can all still take to the roads.
Yes, there is no impending meeting. There is no like incredible rush, but whatever time saving we can do.
Yes, of course.
So we sit there and wait then.
I think it's safe to go out and about in the streets in smaller numbers, or should we just stay as a group wherever we go?
No, I think as long as we are with someone that we should be safe.
Oh well. I think I'm gonna try and help out with the snow removal.
I can help with that.
Wonderful. Come on out. And once outside, I will cast Find Steed to bring Floof back.
Okay.
We'll go for a ride, Victor. You won't believe how fast and how much Floof enjoys clearing snow.
Sure.
Activate snowplow mode.
He uses his wand like a blowtorch and just is like melting path in front of him. Also, I love you say you will not believe how fast, as if he does not, as if Floof has a walking speed that does not match a medium creature's.
Well, yeah, but the difference is like we'd have to shovel along the way,
Hmm.
right?
He can tunnel.
Yeah, Floof can go through that snow like a hot knife through butter. Now, what he probably does though is push all the snow to the side, so everyone's door now has snowbanks up against it. But
Blowtorch time.
right, what does Zazarak know from that nonsense? He's just like, look, the streets are clear. We did good.
Are you surprised that that all of us lived? I survived.
Well, you did real well, Victor. I mean, I am surprised. Um, it I I thought we had the upper hand, but it still might be touch and go before Strahd showed up. And Strahd showed up and bouncing all around that room. I thought for sure we were going to leave that room a smaller group than we were when we entered it. But everybody kept ahead and looked out for one another. And as a result, here we all are. And you did good. You did real good. How are you feeling after that encounter? You'll fuss with the count?
The first time seeing him for real. Yes.
What sort of impression did it leave?
He is impressive. Would
That
be
he
lying to say otherwise.
Oh, I agree completely. He's very capable, very powerful. Not ashamed to say, a little bit terrifying to have that sort of strength and power. But we have something that he does not.
Raises an eyebrow at you.
Oh, come on, Victor. We have each other.
He has many fewer now, I think. Since it is that you have come to Barovia.
That is another good idea, Victor. Maybe we should bring that up to the group. Maybe the right course of action now is to try and whittle his allies down even further. Try and isolate him. I mean, I know in the past, Rahadin has been a real thorn in our side. I'd hate to come up with a plan to go up against Strahd and have to deal with Rahadin at the same time. Good thinking, Victor.
There is also still the Bobby Slugger remains in Braze, but
Bob, who now?
have we not discussed the witch?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we have.
The Bobby Slugger is the witch of the wastelands. It was her and her druids that overtook the city after Strahd leveled it.
Hmm.
I think many of her students now live in Yester Hill, but if she remains still loyal to Strahd, and I cannot see why that would have changed, she might leave Perez for Ravenloft if he called.
Well,
That better.
let's bring it to the group. See what they have to say.
There were
Looks
all
like
those witches that we saw in the Ember Temple. They would be students of hers.
oh boy. You mean those freaky deaky things?
Which ones?
No.
He
Excellent.
smiles.
Right. Excellent point, Victor. Excellent point. All right. Well, it looks like most of these streets are clear. You did a good job clearing out those doorways too. I never would have thought of that.
I'm getting the hang of it. He tries to twirl the wand between his fingers, and it just falls into the snow.
Oh God damn it. I mean, let me get that for you. I'll hop down off a flute. Start digging through the snow. And if this if this were a comedy movie, this is where you would hear a snap as I step on it and crap. But
The three of you can make it back to the Kreskov household, otherwise uninterrupted.
mhm. Hey Ted,
Yo,
I just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. I couldn't tell if your
that was
dog
Otis.
was okay. Yeah,
Yeah, he was doing he's got the short little bulldog nose. So
hmm yeah. That was my assumption. But just wanted to check, knowing how tired you've reported to be, that um
I did not fall asleep at my desk, or at least if I did, the snoring was not me.
okay. Okay. And also, just to be clear, not to be calling you out at all, the only reason it occurred to me is because that's never happened to me. And so I have no direct knowledge of ever having done that. So, well, hey, listen, while we were out clearing the streets, I think I had an idea that I thought perhaps we should consider. Namely, that being whether or not we should consider trying to target some of Stroud's cohorts or lieutenants and eliminate them first so as to not have to potentially face them all at the same time in Castle Raven.
So we'd only have to deal with the lethal traps in the building, but not all of the bastards running it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't speak for all of them, but I do know that Raha did some bitch giving us a real
I go to
hard
a
time.
point, realize I can't.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, he almost ended me, and I mean for good.
Could he
I don't
be
know.
lured out of Ravenloft?
Another excellent
Do
question.
do you mean Rahadin? Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not. It would just be a matter of finding the correct bait. I'm rather surprised he's still hanging around Ravenloft. I'd imagine that his failed attempt to divine at the Amber Temple would have set him at odds with his former master. Or with his master, not former.
All right.
Casimir says
Yeah,
when
go for it, Casimir.
when King Barov came to Barovia and Rahadin swore allegiance to the family, he was taken in. He and Strahd are as brothers. Whatever that may mean to Strahd, I do not know, but to Rahadin it is everything.
You know who else? Wrong voice still. You know who else there is? There is, of course, the trio we met at the old mill, the old bone grinder. I don't know if they are tied to Strahd, but perhaps it could be worthwhile to pay them a visit.
You mean the three that were taken and prepared to eat children?
That's the ones.
Oh, that's awful.
I guess any port in a storm? Question mark.
I don't mean assistance for. I mean
Just
pay
killing
them a
them,
visit
right?
to kill them. Yes, to
Okay.
deprive Strahd of
All
their
right.
assistance.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh boy. Oh man. I was real confused there for a second. Sazerac puts his hand on a counter and sort of leaning over, catching his breath a little bit. Ooh. Oh, yeah. No, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, they should get got and good.
Sounds awesome.
All right, so what's our plan? We wait here for Octavio. Are we going to get Van Richten after that? And then once that happy reunion is made,
She grimaces.
I mean, are we wanting to do all these travels with a 9 people group, or should
well,
some people just post up somewhere?
Um, yes, I didn't want to say it when he was within earshot, but I think it is perhaps best that Casimir returns to Valaki and
mm,
uh, waits for our foray into the castle. It would be a shame if he had made the deal that he did and then failed to make it to the crypt to actually utilize the results of said. Because Strahd seemed to take his presence fairly personally.
Mm-hmm.
That would be one less person for us to concern ourselves with during our trek.
well, I think to your earlier point, we should probably pick one location for our allies who will not be traveling with us to these intermediate trips to hold up and
Perhaps,
confer.
yes. Perhaps when Octavian gets here, we can speak with her about setting up that magnificent mansion she's got, and
Wonderful idea.
allowing some people to take shelter there, and have that as kind of uh, a, a headquarters, or general's tent.
Well, I do like.
All right. So we sit and wait. I think we will call session there. It sounds like everyone is very tired.